Bartok. My name is Fallon and I am your host. This project is brought to you by Jabbar Film Production. In today's episode, we will be speaking about childcare and the role of parents. Later on, we'll be having our correspondents from around the world. Childcare is playing an important role in developed countries, especially when parents are busy with their daily activities. I would like to welcome our new member. Her name is Martine from Australia.
Mbote na bino nyos ezanga wa bino Martinez c'est la France australienne moi si oyazanga mbanda en direct en Australie maman Fallon na pression mbote ya binyo maman posa déjà maman donc Lisa et c'est cosa na la pression mbote na États-Unis na bosanité fallait baikoko na pression mbote belé Gloria pe na pression pe mbote belé alors ezanga la Martinez la France australienne merci mingi na Fallon ndenge a involve nga vraiment na topic oyo.
A warm welcome to all our guests. Lisa from America.
Hi Fallon.
Fally by Coco from Belgium.
Bonjour.
Gloria from South Africa.
Hi Fallon.
And last but not least, Martine from Australia. Childcare is beneficial for kids in so many ways. They can learn how to socialize with other kids. They become independent even without their family members around. It plays a big role in terms of education. They get prepared for primary school and further education. Now, let us talk about the negative side of childcare. Childcare is very expensive, especially in Australia. You have to pay at least $120 per day. Let's speak about the absent policy. If a child is sick and you decided to keep the child at home, you will have to pay the full amount. That's a problem there. You are forced to take that child to school just like that with a cold. And when he went there and meet with the other kids, that way the other kids also, they are getting affected by that. And that is a big problem because every time the child attends school and he come back home with a cold and the entire family get affected by that. Maybe they should try to change that policy. I don't think it's good. And the other thing is some childcare, they don't really look after the kids well. If I bring my child is looking clean and neat, I want my child to return home clean. Now, let us hear from our guests. Gloria, what are the challenges you have come across from childcare?
I've experienced situations where I put my daughter in a childcare facility where it was affordable, yes. Well, I will not say only affordable, it is also cheap. And then that's the kind of treatment my daughter was getting was not good, and I don't like to be too confrontational when it comes to stuff like that. When someone is looking after your child, you have to be very careful on how you speak to them, how you relate to them, just to make sure that when you're not around, your child is not treated anyhow. So that is one thing that I've learned, and I've really learned to stick to it. So like I said, that we are actually willing to spend for something that's a bit costly. Like for example, where she is now, I would rather say she's in a preschool. Yeah, it's called a school, because here we get to learn how was she feeling, how was the day, what did she learn, what did she eat. They really put us in, like, we are aware of everything that is happening with our child. That is fantastic, because when I get home from work because I get home around 4 p.m, I'm like, okay, I know what my child ate, I know what my child needs from now. So I really like, and I really like that experience, and I think I'm willing to actually keep up with that.
Martine, how many kids do you have and how do you manage?
En tout cas, vraiment, na botami tano, babibi tano, bana nanga, naza balipasa, donc bon nanga na yambo, yami bale baza balipasa, yami sato, na yamine, donc balipasa na côté, bon, on teka la 4, na bota 4, mais basu baza balipasa.
Alors, vous aussi, vous envoyez vos enfants aux garderies. Je ne sais pas si c'est comme ça on prononce ça, childcare.
Moi déjà, avec mon mari, c'est vraiment très rare qu'on laisse mes enfants à la garderie. c'est vraiment très rare. Ou bien nous sommes en retard, ou bien on va sortir. Là, on va déposer les enfants. Donc nous, on dépose pas, on ne laisse pas les enfants à la garderie. Donc voilà. Donc c'est moi qui va, si mon mari n'a pas le temps, c'est moi qui va se dépêcher pour chercher mes enfants à l'école. Ou bien c'est lui, voilà. Donc nous, on ne dépose pas les enfants à l'école. C'est pas notre routine, c'est vraiment par hasard. Voilà, on cherche toujours les moyens pour qu'ils arrivent à la maison à temps.
How about you, Lisa? Do you also have to send your kids to childcare?
My kids never work according to their schedule, so yeah, so we just decide to take care of our kids. We don't send them to childcare. That's why I can say right now I don't have any experience with childcare, guys.
Hey, Gloria, what do you have to say about childcare in South Africa?
When I have to talk about childcare, childcare in our time has become an issue, especially for people that have careers or especially in cases where both parents are working, like mine. My husband and I actually work. So my daughter spends most part of her days in childcare with other people.
Martin, what was your reason to put your kids into childcare?
The reason why I did take my kids to childcare, to put them in childcare, is because both of us, me and my husband, were working. My husband and I were working so hard, and then we don't really have time to stay with the kids home. Like, kids have to stay home, and we have to provide for them. The reason why we have to go to work is just we have to look after our kids.
How do you feel about leaving your little one to childcare as parents? How does that affect you?
We do feel a bit guilty to take them, but somehow you just have to understand this is how life goes. Get up in the morning, go to work, so able to put food on the table for your kids.
Lisa, do you send them to preschool or straight to primary school?
They go to school, yeah, so it's like their childcare. That's what I can say. It's like a childcare, of course, because Laura is in preschool. Not preschool, but kindergarten, and she will be going in the first grade this year. So, yeah, kindergarten, preschool. So she started school when she was 3 years old, and that was her preschool. And then 4 years, she was still there, 5, and now she'll be 6. Yeah, so it's still the same, and it's like a daycare because they play, they do just everything they do at a daycare. So my boy, he's going to be 3 years old, so he will be starting his preschool soon. Yeah, but we don't really take them to childcare, so we just home with them. We just work according to their schedule.
Gloria, how does that affect you as a parent, being away from your little one for long hours?
So it has become quite a challenge because on the one hand, we are trying to create a future for your children, and the other hand, you are trying to be there for your child. That's where it gets challenging. However, my husband at least has flexible hours or flexible shifts that allow him sometimes to be there during the day and spend time with her. However, that is still not easy, guys. It's really not easy.
Martin, does your kids attend the same school or different school?
Bana nga msusu misato ya mona oya mibale balipasa bakendaka na école moko et puis ba omsu mibale bakendaka na childcare.
Do you pay full fee if the child stay absent?
It doesn't really matter whether your kids stay home or not, because you did sign the contract, like your kids have to be at school. So when your kids are not feeling well, you still have to pay the full of amount. Especially with childcare, it's a bit hard because you have to pay every fortnight.
Gloria, have you ever tried to have someone or a family member to look after your kids?
bringing people into the house, asking them to look after her, we have to ask ahead of time, because things are not the same. People also have other preoccupations, school they have to attend, and we live quite far from some members, some family members. So that's the challenge that we face, my husband and I. But nonetheless, we seem to be getting there. It's a process, but that's how it is with child raising, isn't it? So if you want to be a career woman, you want to be a mom, or you want to be a parent, you have to know how to juggle all of them and make sure that your child still gets the best that they can, and also know that mom is around. So that's about it.
Bon, nous sommes arrivés à la fin de notre émission d'aujourd'hui. J'aimerais tout simplement dire un grand merci à tous nos invités. Et ben, sans oublier notre producteur Jabbar. Merci beaucoup pour votre production. Et je suis tellement ravie. On se revoit encore à la prochaine vidéo. Là, on va continuer avec une nouvelle topic. On parlera à propos des anniversaires. Yes, guys, that was it for today, and thank you, ladies. It was nice having you. Whatever we share here will also help other parents out there and kids. And yes, so I enjoyed the conversation. It was good, and yes, so let's rise and be the voice to the world. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Leave your comment down below and give this video a very good thumb up. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.